Chips ahoy! It's Muscle Car Monday, Ignition Diecast community, and I'm Joe, the clueless collector that's always behind the camera. I wouldn't call this a show, I wouldn't call these episodes, and I definitely wouldn't call myself a host. It's just this one fool talking about cars because I really like cars. I'm kind of obsessed with them. I go out looking for them every day, got them coming in the mail, going out in the mail, and that's all it really is. And basically, this is just a correspondence between me and like a handful of people that are either customers or big time trading buddies or friends, whatever. It's Muscle Car Monday. So on Mondays, I only talk about muscle cars, and from the classic era or even like the modern era, if they're like modern versions of classic muscle cars. They still make muscle cars. I mean, they make big V8s. So anyway, enough blabber. I think there was something I wanted to complain about afterwards, but I'll save that until the end. So I'm working on this box of 2010 Shelby Mustang GT 500s, and this is the second to the last one I needed. It's got real riders. I don't remember offhand what this came from, what series this was called, but it didn't come cheap. I think I paid like $8 plus shipping for it, just because I'm trying desperately to finish that box. The 350 GTs are done, and I have one more 500 to get, 2010 500. There's one I'm never going to own because it's a toy fair. Actually, let me show you. Where is it? Here it is right here. Here's this box. So it shares the 350s and these 2010 500 share box. They're different generations of Mustang altogether, but there aren't very many of either one of them. So this one, I believe, goes right here, and I'm missing the debut, the very first one. And like I said, I'm never going to have this one because it's a toy fair and it's like $400 or something. But there's only 8 altogether. So aside from that one placeholder, I'm about to have them all. And I do have all the 350Rs. So this box, which has the fancy bubble jet printed sticker on sticker paper, will soon be complete. So that was big news. I bought that one. This one I pulled out of the Magic Box. It's a 72 Ford Ranchero, and it's a premium. It's from a Trucks series. So it has real riders. It's very smooth. And coincidentally, I have this weird little collection of 72 Rancheros. I think my Ford Trucks box is probably going to become a Ranchero and Ranger box. I'm going to get rid of the Broncos and the F-150s because I don't really... I used to own a Bronco. I owned a 86 Bronco 2, and like most 80s American cars, it wasn't super reliable. Of course, the water pump went out, and I think it had transmission problems, which is the reason I wound up getting rid of it. So not a big fan of the Broncos, even the new ones. And around here in the South, the F-150 is like the official truck of douchebag chodes. So even though the Raptors are pretty cool, I can't get over that F-150 association. This Camaro, which I did not have, I don't remember what it's called. It's I had actually, it doesn't say on the bottom, so I actually had to use lens. I had this one, this other one, same casting, and I looked it up. I knew this morning, like 45 minutes ago, but I've already forgotten what this is, but I'm going to keep it. Here's an interesting one. It's a Holden Torana A9X. And this was in the Boulevard series. And Holden was owned by GM. So I put my Holdens, because I don't have very many of them, in my GM cars box. But the Torana, not Toronto, pretty sure it's Torana, was a original Holden design. So it's a true Holden designed by them built by them, sold by them down in Australia. And I don't believe Holdens were sold. They weren't sold in the United States. They may have been sold in other countries, but I don't know off the top of my head. So it's technically it's a GM, but of the Holdens, the Torana was a true Holden. And this is a premium, and it counts as a muscle car because this particular, the A9X, had a 5-liter V8 in it. So it was a strong ass driver. And definitely going to keep that one. I'm putting it in my jam box because I only have like 3 Holdens. I have the Ute, like 1 Commodore, and now that one. And then some cars I'm not going to keep. I need the glasses for this because I don't have them memorized. This is a 2016 Camaro. 2016? Yeah, 2016 Camaro SS. But as you can see, it's missing some of the rim chrome. It's supposed to have red rings, and a lot of it's missing. Also, there's a little scratch there on the paint in the back. So I'm going to sell this as pre-owned at Ignition Diecast. It'll probably be listed by the time this video goes up. And I don't know, what do you think? It's worth more than 99 cents. Like, let's say $1.29 for that baby. This convertible, I think it's a 69. It just says 69 Camaro, but I have a 69 Camaro convertible box. I already have this one. And it is a beauty. Super nice rims, nice color. An A++ mainline as far as I'm concerned. So that one will be for sale. And this one is the Copo. What year is it? 2018 Copo Camaro. And I do have this one. I actually have a box for 2018 Copos and got this one. This one's brand new, flawless, as you can see. And that'll be for sale too. So that's 3. And then we get into weird territory, that stuff I don't collect that has come my way. So this is a Chevy Monte Carlo by Green Light. It's a green light. And it'll be for sale because I make a point not to collect other brands besides Hot Wheels and Matchbox. Nice. Isn't that, what's that orange? Is that called like GM orange? Chevy Monte Carlo. I think it says 71. I had to zoom in because these green lights, they put the, oh, maybe you can see it. Let's see if we can see it in here. I think it says 1971. But yeah, the tires are coming off the rims, but I pushed it back on. So that'll be for sale. A 68 or 69. This is a Maestro. A 69 Dodge Charger RT. Looks older than a 69. Looks like a 68 to me, or 67 even. But what do I know? And it's a Maestro. I do collect Chargers. The hood open. The hood opens. So Edelbrock. That'll be for sale. And then here's one that I'm going to give away. It's a Camaro. I don't even. I'm thinking it's an M2 or not a World. This Camaro, but the piece of the spoiler broke off, as these collector grade cars often do. So if you want this, all you have to do is, if you place an order at Ignition Diecast, leave me a note. Even if you hold the order, it's fine. Just the first person to claim this that also makes an order can have this for free. It easily is glued on with super glue, but I don't have any super glue in the house. Have you ever noticed that every time you need super glue, you have to go buy super glue because it just doesn't keep, it dries up? So I found a tube this morning, but it was all dried up. So it's like, do I spend $3 on super glue for a car that I'm probably going to sell for $2? Probably not. So if you want this, let me know. You can glue that back on. You can take it off, repaint it. Maybe you customizers want this, so let me know. And I think that's it. I showed you this El Camino the other day. It's apparently from a sports series, and they retooled this to not have the spoiler in the back, but somebody scrubbed the tempos off. And honestly, I like this. I'm not going to part with it because it's just like, that's what a real El Camino would look like. And it's got black base and black interior, so it wins. I don't really get that engine. That must have been like seriously customized to have an engine put back there, but could happen. Anyway, that's Muscle Car Monday. Next Monday is going to be better because I have a ton of stuff coming in, and I think that split GT500 and GT350 box will be complete by then. So 1 week, and I'll talk to you tomorrow on